Hello the internet! It is Saturday the 9th of April 2022 and welcome back to the channel. Today I want to talk a little about a situation that is close to my heart. If you know my content, if you know the Gives a Minute channel, you'll know that I do stream a lot on DLive. What's DLive? DLive.tv. Well, it used to be a decentralized blockchain live streaming platform. These days it's as centralized as it comes. Things have changed and not for the better. A lot of times when things change, you would expect things get better and pile up and make things much more exciting. In these instances, there are many things about this platform DLive that have made it worse, and it's been a steady downward spiral for quite a long time now. Like, we're almost looking close to the 2-year mark where things have been pretty lousy. There is a channel that I want to bring up, and by the way, we're not on DLive right now. I'm not doing this on DLive. I'm doing this on YouTube. This is, well, 2 reasons. First of all, I'm not 100% certain if this channel we're going to talk about has been banned from DLive after this incident, or if they're still good to go. It would be against the terms if I give this person a platform to... Well, if they got banned, then I can't give them my platform to access DLive. So that's why I'm not doing this on DLive. I want to make sure I'm erring on the side of extreme caution here. I don't want to play... Well, I like playing by the right on the edge of the rules, but I'm not going to go over them. So I'm being very careful about this. Before we move on, though, I do see 4 people watching and I see 5 likes. Can I say thanks for the thumbs up? That's 1 more than the actual viewer count, which is a great ratio. So thank you very much. It's just me and Perdsky here. Let's bring in the chit chat. I started the chat with hello the internet. Perdsky came in. G'day, Gives. I said, Perdsky, Perdbeer, the daylight savings gods have returned you to the 1 a.m. CET where you belong. So yeah, the daylight savings is a thing right now, I guess. We've gone forward an hour and that's how it rolls. How's it going? I'm presuming wet, non-X tag wet. It's very wet right here right now, folks. A lot of rainfall, a lot of flooding, a lot of disaster, a lot of catastrophe. Seems like this side of the country is getting hammered right now. It sucks for me because I haven't been surfing for a week, but that's a very selfish suck. People are dying, people are getting their houses ruined, and woe is me, I can't go surfing. So I'm not really going to complain. I'm just stating it's pretty heavy right now. And yeah, it's pretty hectic out there. Speaking of that, because I'm streaming on a 4G connection and the weather is inclement, it may sketch out. If it sketches out, can't do anything to sort that. 4G, God bless. I said very wet right here, right now. Ocean is messy. Dark clouds are rolling in. Yeah, I looked out there a second ago or before the stream and there's big black clouds rolling in from the southeast. It looks hectic. Podsky asked, did I have any local flooding? It would be staying out of the water for a while. I said no local flooding right here, but the surrounding areas, they're copping it. Like, it's not looking good. It's not looking good at all. And you mentioned Redvest, right? So crazy how the floods have been. When will it clear up? I said the amount of water falling is crazy. We've had most of our annual rainfall already this year and it's only April. And I think it's the amount we've had is like 3 by. So we've had 3 times the amount we normally have and it's only April. Pertsky, my fear is that no fires this year plus epic rains will mean a horrific fire season next summer. And I counteracted that and said, well, maybe not, because there's a lot of water and a lot of moisture and a lot of wet undergrowth. Potentially that'll be almost like a fire break, sort of. Don't know, but I know if we've had a dry winter, there's always the opportunity for a hardcore fire season in the summer. Twinkle that like button, I said. Pertsky thumbs up. Giggle Pickles, hey Giggles, how you doing? What's cracking, Giggles? What's happening in the Giggle Town? Exciting centralizations are coming. Right on, Perdsky. Giggles, hey Perdsky, how's it going? Giggles, recovering from surgery Monday. Wishing you a swift recovery. Okay, folks, well, let's move into this then. So the channel I want to talk about is this one here. It's called Lunatic Dad. Now, this is the YouTube channel of Lunatic Dad. But I do believe, and I guess we could confirm this, I do believe they have a DLive channel too. Obviously, otherwise this video would make no sense. Let me just bump in and see if they are still on DLive by typing in Lunatic up in the search. Yeah, okay, so Lunatic Dad, last live 1 hour ago. So VP, what's going on here?
Hell yeah. As I said before, it's number love. Hey, listen, you got the Koopa Poopa tribe and everything else with Lunatic Army, Poopa Poopa tribe, and together.
Okay, well, that's not the video we're going to look at, but I just wanted to see or verify that Lunatic Dad is still a DLive streamer. That's why we checked that out. But the one I want to show you is on his channel. It's called Dad Rages on DLive. What we want to do here, we want to watch this. Then we want to ask the questions, or I want to ask the questions and see what your responses are in the chat. What would have prompted someone to rage against DLive, rage against the machine, rage against DLive as gnarly? Because I've already watched this. It's a 10-minute video, but a lot of it repeats itself. But the clear message that I see from this video is an extreme amount of frustration and anger. And the reason we're looking at this now is to see or to gauge what you yahoos think might push someone to this extreme to make this video. The other thing I'll say is it's not 100% certain whether this gentleman knew this was being filmed, because as you can see from this angle, let me make it full screen. Oh, that's going to play. That's going to play. So he's actually streaming right there. He's streaming right there. I'm assuming with a green screen. So what I'm factoring in is he might not have known that this was being filmed from this sort of side-on angle, but he was definitely broadcasting this. So I guess what I'm doing is I'm covering my tracks here in case someone says, well, he didn't want that shown on YouTube, so what are you broadcasting it for? No. This is a video on his channel. Then you might say, yeah, but he didn't know it was being filmed. Well, he's actually broadcasting it live from the different angle, from the straight-on angle. Someone else was filming from the side. The content is what I'm saying remains the same. So let me go ahead and play it, and obviously we'll critique it and we'll make it our own. But if you ever get to a point in this video where you're like, dude, can we turn that off? It does get pretty gnarly, right? He's a very angry man. I guess his channel's called Lunatic Dad. I don't know his channel. I have seen him floating around on DLive before, but I don't know what his thing is. If his thing is just to see, his content may be reaction videos, and this is just one of those. That could be a thing too. Let's take a look-ski here, folks-skis.
So pissed off with this damn platform. I swear, it just pisses me off. Unbelievable. You go live on this platform, people say, oh, DLive. And no one even comes freaking in. They don't say anything. It's like a freaking, like as if I'm talking in a damn, what do they call that? The damn churches where no one speaks, that you're not allowed to talk. What the fuck is going on here?
Oh, yeah. Language warning too. I'm not going to edit this out, but there is a colorful language here. What he's saying right there, from what I understand, is that he's upset that his numbers are down. Now, you might say, well, boo-hoo, do better content. I kind of feel for him here. The numbers are down, period. Doesn't matter what your content is on DLive, the numbers are down.
This is bullshit. This is bullshit. If I went on fucking YouTube and everything else, I would have so many freaking people talking and bullshitting and everything else with me. People cannot even open up their damn eyes. I got great ass music. I got great ass backdrops. You got the man himself and everything else. And what the fuck is this?
So he's saying his content's good? Why is no one there? Pertsky in the chat, hell hath no fury like a boomer scorned. Now, you'll have to refresh me. What exactly is a boomer in terms of birth years? I'm not fully aware of that. I mean, I know the term, but I don't think anyone's ever said to me the exact years of boomerisms. Am I a boomer? I was born in 75. I'm not a boomer, am I? That's before me, a little before me. This guy looks like he could be a little older than me.
What is this bullshit? I'm sorry. I've had enough. freaking DLive ghost dad, doesn't put him out there, doesn't say shit, doesn't even put you on the wheel or whatever the case may be. And this shit's supposed to be just acceptable. Why do you think Bowser left? Why do you think Ravenous Drifter left? Why do you think Maria left? Why do you think all these people that were so good in this damn community have left? Why? Why do you think they left? Because of bullshit like this. Bullshit.
So I'm going to continue to critique this as we go, because I want to sort of, I mean, I'd love to get Lunatic Dad on here to discuss this. If anybody knows Lunatic Dad, bring him in. The argument here seems to be out of frustration of lack of numbers. That's what I'm seeing. Lack of numbers is what caused him to spiral off on this. You're definitely not a boomer. Jason, how you doing, Jason? Gen X is from 1960 something to 1978. So I'm a Gen Xer. Hello? X tag or just X? Shit.
This is unacceptable. Unacceptable. I'm getting so...
Hey, Cab Bannon in the house. 1946 to 1964 is the boomer generation. 1946 to 64. That should be easy to remember, dude. Those numbers, 46 to 64. And good to see you, Cabskis. Yeah, any idea about this? Have you seen this video?
sick and tired. Man. Maybe I should take my damn toys and go home and go to a damn platform that appreciates Dan when he goes live streaming, like YouTube. Man, this would never happen. Lunatic Nation on YouTube is strong. They're strong as hell. And they come out and have a good time and everything else. This, two fucking people, Jesus Christ. I've been almost an hour on this freaking live stream, and the only thing that is nothing. My son comes out. My son. That's it. Are you kidding me? I got over almost 1,700 freaking followers, and you're going to sit there and tell me that I get two people.
So definitely frustrated at the lack of numbers on DLive is where this comes from. Kabsky, I've known Lunatic Dad for 6 years. Oh, wow, dude. I don't know the guy. Could you... I don't know what time zone it is where Lunatic Dad is. Could you just reach out to him and say, hey, Gibbs is doing this on YouTube. If you want to... I'd love to have him call in and have a discussion about this if he's down for it. He might not be down for it, but... if you could do that, Kabsky, that'd be rad. I don't know what you're doing right now, if you're even in front of the computer, or maybe you're on your phone or whatever. If you could just reach out, you could let him know that we're doing this, because my ultimate goal of watching this is to work out why this has happened, and then what can we do as DLive streamers to fix it? Because it's okay to get angry, and I'm guilty of, like, let me just bump off Lunatic for a second. I'm as guilty as he is at this point, right? I've let it fly. I want to swear so hard now, but I'm trying not to. I've let it fly very, very hard on DLive. I believe I had right and I had reason and I had rhyme to do what I did. The thing that kills me about it is it was DLive that got me to that point. Like if I go off and go angry because of trolling and because of dickheads trespassing and crap that goes down on my, accusations of this, accusations, all that pedophilia crap, all that, if that happens to me by trolls, I'll get angry and I'll respond, and that's warranted. But to get that same level of anger and that same level of frustration and have it come from DLive staff, that's concerning, right? Like for the first time in my experience, when I got into a position like he is right now, it wasn't because of trolling. It wasn't because of someone out to get me or to hate on me. It was because of DLive staff. That's wrong, hey? Like, that needs to be fixed ASAP. And that's why I'm doing this today, to sort of work out what's going through Lunatic Dad's head and what could we do to help him, and therefore the platform, and then in many ways me as well. Boomers between 8 silent generation, millennials 81 to 96. Zoomers are the greatest, smartest, most handsome generation to walk the earth. Hey, Red Oxbear, how you doing, man? I guess you're a Zoomer. Okay, let's continue.
What? And I don't want to hear this shit that, oh, we love that, we love that, oh, we care about you, we do this and everything else. Bullshit. Straight up bullshit. And I'm getting sick and tired of being treated like a second-class citizen on this platform. I'm getting sick and tired of being treated like as if I don't even matter. Bullshit. I am so freaking fed up with the garbage. Damn you. Damn you, DLive. Why would you ghost Lunatic Gang? Why?
He says he's being ghosted. Shadow banned in effect. Jason, anger can be healthy sometimes, right on. It can be, for sure. I mean, if you're going to go into the ring and do a boxing match, you want to be as angry as possible, right? If you were going to go out and pick tulips, you probably wouldn't want to be angry, but you know what I'm saying, right?
Why? I'm entertaining. I have a good freaking time with the people on a freaking chat and everything else. And I can't get nobody in my damn chat. Are you fucking kidding me? It's unbelievable. And this is why I always say YouTube is king. YouTube is fucking king. Everybody wants to stay on these damn bullshit ass platforms and everything else. Why would you want to stay on freaking platforms that is dying? It is dying. I'm telling you, this is bullshit. Unacceptable. Unacceptable.
Kapsky, I left him a message, Gibbs. Thank you, man. I really appreciate that, dude. Really appreciate it. I only pick tulips when I'm angry. You get a better cut. Oh, nice. Persky, nice one. Just to go over a point here, he makes a great point. He's talking about how YouTube is fundamentally better than DLive, and then he even says, well, then why would you stream on DLive? And I think I can answer for him, and because I've had this question leveled at me, oddly enough, by staff members again. They say, if it's so bad, why do you stream on DLive? And the reason I persist with DLive is that I believe that there's still the fundamental, am I going to use the word yearning? There's a fundamental yearning for good on DLive. That sounds wanky as, but someone somewhere at DLive, and it's not His Excellency Justin's son, but someone at DLive believes in the platform and they want better. They're misguided right now because of the top down, but I believe just because old mate hates the thing and doesn't care about it doesn't mean all tier members of staff feel that way. And I believe in there are staff that are like, no, we can do better than this. We just got to bide our time, and then everything will be back to better as soon as something happens. And my take on it is Justin's son has to go before that fixes. That's my take on it. It'd be interesting if he comes on. Yeah, I'd love to have a chat with Lunatic Dad. I think he's got a lot to say. Jason, do you have a cat? Do I have a cat? No, I do not. Sergeant Bob in the house. What's up, Coconuts? How you doing, Sergeant Bob? Mr. B's here too. Mr. B, how you doing, man? What are you doing at this time, Gibbs? Well, I always stream. See, a lot of you don't know this because you only watch my DLive content. I do daily DLive streams at the time that you're usually there, but I also do a weekly stream right here on YouTube. This is a once a week kind of thing. And the reason I do it is kind of like Lunatic Dad sort of saying, well, YouTube is like the platform, right? You don't have to, but you should have some kind of a following on YouTube, just in case DLive says, we're done, and falls apart. At least then you've got a backup. And I've always had YouTube before DLive. So I do once a week on YouTube where I've sort of focused my attention to YouTube. And of course, my fear with this stream was that maybe Lunatic Dad had been banned off DLive, and therefore I wouldn't be able to put this content on DLive. Just like you can't play Alex Jones on DLive, or Nick Fuentes, or Baked Alaska. You can't play any of that. Or Lolly Socks. You can't play any of that on DLive because they've all been banned. Of course. Potsky, please don't say Justin's name with His Excellency prefix. It's important to give him the respect he's earned. I did... Oh, without. Okay. Humor, I see. But I did say it with His Excellency.
Maybe I should take my toys, go home, put them back in my damn play box and everything else, and fucking go back to my damn YouTube and live stream and everything else. At least the damn people there appreciate a guy that's trying to have a good time and everything else. This damn DLive shit, nobody gives a fuck about that. Are you kidding me?
So you know what happens here, and this is the real sad thing. Lunatic Dad could go on DLive and do his stream and still have a good time, right? And still do great content, still have a great stream. But he's now extremely angry that if he does that on DLive, he'll get 0 viewers because he perceives he's been shadow banned. And the problem with that, it discourages him to stream. So it doesn't encourage or promote streaming. It demotes the idea of streaming because you get discouraged. You will be like, well, why would I put all that effort in? Why would I put a collared shirt on and do my hair and go into makeup just to come out and have no one watch me? That's the problem. Because when you started on DLive, Lunatic Dad, and when Lunatic Dad started on YouTube, he would have been like pumped. I'm coming out streaming. Yeah, this is going to be great. And you get an audience, you get a following, you get in the spotlight. Everything's fun. Then they take that away from you and you get discouraged. We should always try to encourage streamers and promote the streamer and keep them motivated to stream, because it's very easy to flick the switch and never stream again. And then the platform loses. Because like I said 100 times, what's a streaming platform without streamers? Dead. And that's why DLive is dying, because everyone's leaving and DLive do nothing to keep them. There's not even an exit interview, right? There's not even an exit interview. When someone says, I'm done with DLive, they don't say, oh, can we address this? Like, what's your concern? Why are you thinking of leaving? Why did you want to give up your VP or your GP? What's going on with that? No, they just say, see you later. Nice to have you here while you were here. See you. We'll take away your check mark. Off you go. What about asking them, hey man, what's going on? Like, what's bothering you? Like, what can we do as a platform to ensure that your content and your content, that's a weird thing, isn't it? That's the same word, but said differently. Content and content, spelt the exact same way, but emphasis on different phrases. Yeah, so we want to make sure your content and so your content remains on our platform. They never do that. They just go like, okay, off you go. Been nice having you. See you later. Sucks. Elfsar, how you doing, man? Hail Gibbs, make sure to hit that like button. Thank you, Elfsar. Yeah, we got 12 watching and only 7 likes. Could everyone do a solid and tinkle on the like a Rooney button? Just slap it. Just get it in your eyesight and crack it with your hand. Slap a rune on it. Pertsky, the Ponzi has run its course. Leelys, what? Is this the Leelys? You've got your handle with a gap in it though. Leelys, is this actual Leelys? Lunatic Dad has great streams. I think one of the problems is that he plays a lot of reruns or videos. People like watching live streams on DLive. Ah. So I myself has clicked the stream and a lot of the times it's a rerun, so I guess I click on it less now, if that makes sense. It is me. Okay, well, good to see you, Leelys. That does make sense. If you always go to a channel and it's playing a rerun, I get it. But is that because, and I'm probably guilty of this as well, I always run a rerun when I'm not live. So I'll either be live or I'll be hosting or it'll be a rerun. But the difference is I stream daily. So there's always, well, not always, but you're only ever going to see a rerun potentially for 23 hours of the day and the other hour I'm live. So I see what you're saying. Check out Cab's comment above. What did Cabsky say? Cabsy, more bad news. Another DLiver has let me know they are waiting to get paid and have waited 2 weeks beyond the date DLive said they would pay them. That makes 5 DLivers. So that's definitely a concern. The payment issues on DLive. People are not being paid. I personally I'll go out and say this. I've never had an issue with payments on DLive. Even to the point where I put a request in and realized, wow, I'm going to get slammed with bank fees on this because they changed their banking method from something to something. And being in Australia, it was never going to be favorable. And there was like a fee of I think there was a $60 fee or something. And I was like, well, I'm not doing that. So I canceled it. Guess how I did it? Submit a ticket. And then they canceled it, and then I went in and requested payout via crypto with TRX, and it worked flawlessly. So I'm really sorry to read that, but it's not the first time I've seen it. And if you go into the Discord and you look at general help, I think it's general help on DLive, nearly all the complaints are about payments not happening. Pretty frustrating. it's a YouTube thing. You need to keep asking for the like button. Yeah, I'm going to keep asking, and I see 10 likes versus 11 watching, so that's a good ratio. Appreciate that. Kabski, yeah, there you go. I got that. Could have been that. I'm not sure. I've heard that a lot too. Cab Sergeant Bob. I was just flash server down. Message from YouTube. Chat back now. Is everyone crashing out at once? Cashing out at once? It could be. I mean, could it be a possibility? I mean, okay. It's now April. The last time there was a streamer reward on DLive. So this is so weird to speak of because there's nothing written about this. There's nothing in terms of service. I believe, Elfsar, that it's great right here that you're here because you asked this. I thought this was rad, dude. We'll get back onto Lunatic Dad in a minute, but you asked when you became VP and you put in these questions in the Discord. I was like, wow, man, someone's actually asking questions about. Get this. You were asking questions about VP and what it means to be VP. The reason I'm going to put these words or take these words out of your mouth, I'm assuming the reason you are asking those questions is because nowhere does it tell you what this means on DLive. You were asking about what's this random amount of lemons that we get sometimes, or I've heard that streamers get. There is a streamer reward. No one knows how much it is. No one knows when you get it. No one knows why you get it. And like I said, we haven't had it this year. So there's this reward system that's not listed, that's not quantifiable. So you can't make goals to achieve it because you don't know what it is. And sometimes they give it and other times they don't. And this year, I think it goes back to probably before November last year was the last time we saw that. And I think that was right around the time that you became a VP, Elfsar. You were like, what's this reward thing that we hear about? What is this? And where can I read about it? And it was like, submit a ticket. And that is a huge problem because you've got so many streamers saying, I want to achieve VP or I want to achieve GP or I really want to work my way up this platform. And when you ask them why, what is it about this that you want to, like, what are the things that you want to achieve? And they're like, oh, get a gold check mark. That's it. The little gold check mark is all. Like you're not stoked about representing the platform. You're not stoked about the benefits that you're going to be receiving. You're not stoked about having a say in the platform. Heavens above, we used to have says. Nah, it's just about the gold check mark. It's bizarre, hey? It's bizarre. Let's continue on though. Lunatic Dad.
Lunatic freaking Dad has 2 people in a freaking chat. And they cannot even talk their damn selves. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Makes me want to puke. As I said before. Well, Dad, you're talking to your damn self. You just freaking might as well go ahead and sit in a fucking corner and talk to your damn self. Because people don't even know how to even come out to a live stream. Did a freaking live stream yesterday for the anniversary of Lunatic Dad and Mama. I should have did it on YouTube. At least people would have given more damn respect. And people can't even give a goddamn respect to Dad. None. Even come in and say hi. Or whatever the case may be. I don't give a shit. You know Dad don't give a fuck about no damn lemons or donations and everything else. I don't give a shit about that. I don't want to hear this shit. No more.
I'm not laughing at him. I'm laughing at I'm laughing at this because it's so sad that it's almost comical. It happens to me. It happens to other streamers. It sucks. It's a thing. And if I understand what he just said, it was his anniversary stream and he had 2 people in. I'll add my little bit to that too, because I did my 3-year. I always get this mixed up. If I started in 2019, so 2019 to 2020 is my 1 year. 2021 to 2022 is my. See that? I started in 2019, so the year 2019 is my first year. The year 2020 is my second year. 2021 will be my 3rd year. So this is my in about 5 days I celebrate my 4th year on DLive. That's correct, right? I began in April 2019. It's now April 2022. 2019, 2020, 2021. Yeah, 4 year. And last year on my 3-year anniversary, I did a stream on DLive. I didn't tell anybody about it. I titled it 3 years on DLive to the day. I had a little overlay at the top corner of my stream, which happy birthday with a cake. It was one of the quietest, like, just dead streams I've done. And I ended up finishing the stream on time as per usual. And I went, oh, okay. Happy birthday, fucker. Now blow that candle out. We're going to kick you. Sergeant Bob, I've heard Keith say he's received over 1 million lemons. Not sure if the distribution or donos are, or both. And that was a year ago. So there is a listed reward, or not a reward. When you become GP, they give you, I think it's 10 ninjets to give out, or ninja guineas to give out. Yeah. Elsa, I became a VP as of February. I tried to follow up on the questions. It was like pulling teeth. Still don't have answers to everything. See, and all you did, Elsa, was ask, what's the point of going for VP? Like, what are the things we're going to what's the benefit? And it just seems so stupid that that's not a thing. Like that should be so clear to everybody, but it's not. It's there's still mentions of Lino in the site. You can still read about earning Lino. What? Lino? That hasn't been here since the beginning of 2020. Not happy, Jan. Pertsky. Kabsky, it's like a dividend stock. I was paid by DLive this bonus 2 times, but so far nothing this year. So you've seen it twice, right? Yeah. Lily's, isn't there a way to find out when exactly we started DLive? I forget the day, but I know it was April. Yes, there is, and you can do it on Social Blade. I will admit, Keith said he gave most of them back to the viewers. No, known from personal experience, Cab7 gave away a shitload, but Chess gone for 4 months. When I was become GP, I was given 10k from DLive. Yeah, so this is listed. That's the thing. That this is known, and you can see that in the benefits area, or whatever it's called, the partner area, partner application area. But the chest, sorry, Elsa, I saw rumblings of the chest returning as of Q2. Dude, the chest is gone. The chest is gone. There's no more chest. It's gone. Open chest. No chest. There's no more chest, folks. It's not coming back. The chest coming back is the same as good things are coming. Well, like how long do you have to hear good things are coming, and how long do you hold out for good things to realize there's no good things coming? The chest isn't coming back. At this stage, it's been a month and BTT staking is frozen. Now, I know a lot of you guys don't interest yourself in the crypto side of it, but imagine if you were. Imagine if you were a whale. I'm gonna do this just super quick because I want to get back to Lunatic Dad. But if you stake on DLive, you don't need to be a streamer. You just need to be a whale. You just need to have a bunch of BTT. You got to have a big bag of BTT, and then you can go and stake it on DLive. What does that mean? It means you earn a better return than if you didn't. Well, that makes sense, but I worded that poorly. You earn a return based on the amount of streamers and what streamers earn. So you might say that's a sucky way to do it, right? So anybody can come in onto a streaming platform, stake their crypto, and then they earn off the back of streamers. Yeah, that's the situation. That, like, me personally, I think that's a good thing because that ensures the longevity of the site, or theoretically it would ensure the longevity of the site. A lot of outside investment coming in. It's what you need. You need to encourage outside dollars to prop the thing up. The problem is, for the last month, it's been frozen. You just can't do anything. It's just completely frozen. And they didn't announce it. It just one day, and I put this shit in the Discord. One day, it just stopped working. You look at your BTT stakes. You've opened up your Tronlink wallet. You refresh it. Nothing comes in. You're like, what's going on with that? You go over to the DLive BTT staking page. Same numbers as yesterday. Okay, maybe it's at my end. Come back the next day, refresh the page, refresh my Tronlink, disconnect from the server, reconnect to the server, refresh, still the same. I'm like, that's weird. 2 days with no change? So I go into the Discord, blah, 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 put up the note. Does anybody notice this hasn't changed? Blah, blah, blah. Essentially, we get down to the week mark. A week goes by, 1 full week, it's actually 8 days at that point. And DLive finally come in and say, there's been an issue, or we're having to we got to write a new smart contract because of the redenomination of BTT to BTT old, etc., etc., etc. We envisage it taking between 1 to 3 more weeks. Now the big problem with that, they didn't announce it, and anybody that had BTT staked essentially has it frozen, and it's still frozen, and it's now it's the next month. So it's been a full month, and well, it's now been 5 weeks, 5 full weeks. And for me personally, not a huge deal, because I've got about 1.2 mil BTT. Calm down. 1.2 million BTT is equivalent. It's not a lot of money, right? Basically, with that amount of BTT staked, I was earning about $1 a day. The problem is, if you're a whale and you've staked in billions, not millions, B on DLive, which there are plenty of whales, you've effectively had that frozen for the whole month. So earning nothing for the whole month. Well, now 5 weeks. And the point is, they didn't announce it. It just turned off overnight one day. So you didn't have a chance to take it out. Like, you could have, if you wanted to, you could have taken that out, but then you would have to wait for the 2-week period or whatever. They should have cancelled it and said, you can take your BTT off the site. We're going to have to do we've got to get a new contract. It's got to be audited, at least 2 audits, right? It's going to take a while for testnet. We're going to do all this. In the time that takes, you can take off your BTT and do what you will with it. Because the whales would have taken it elsewhere and maybe put it in an LP pool or something and done something. But the point is, they didn't say anything, and it's still frozen. That's really bad. Like, really, especially when you consider that the whales are the only reason why DLive still exists. The ones that came in and supported and then earned off streamers, off the back of people like me. That's the only reason DLive is still a thing right now. And I would say it's barely a thing. And if they're going to screw over the stakers, what else is there? I mean, we know how much His Excellency Justin Sun loves crypto. Now he's just screwed over those that have invested crypto into DLive. That doesn't look good, right? That doesn't play out good. In the chit chat, I will be happy once Justin is awarded the OBE. I'm not sure what OBE is. Outside Broadcasting Energized. Sergeant Bob, lemons from the chest I redistributed on subs on same channel or channels I liked. Haven't been able to sub using lemons and Android for over a year. That's been fixed, right? That's been worked on for 12 months, dude. The idea of not being able to sub with lemons and you got to use your card, all that crap, they're working on it. Lilies, did you switch to the new BTT? That's the thing. So Lilies, we were told you haven't got to do anything. There'll be no change. So I left it as I was told to, leave it as it is, and then all of a sudden DLive froze it, and now they're working on fixing it. Like they're working on fixing the chest, like they're working on fixing everything else, we were just told to leave it. Or I was told to leave it. The problem I have, when I alerted other streamers to this, aka the Discord, I was met with silence. Dead silence. Not a single streamer, aside from Kurtrific, who did come in, he knows his crypto, he came in and said, oh, this is probably because of the redenomination, everything's cool. Other than Kurtrific, nobody said a thing. And this is absolutely fundamental to DLive. You can have all your D-Ducks and you can have all your coffee and all your pineapple pizza, but without the cryptocurrency, this thing is gone. And I can't believe no one else wanted to know the answers. I can't believe no one else asked a question. It was an entire week until Tidy came in and expressed what's going on. That's a whole week where the site's like, it's almost like a ship has hit a rock. And you know what this is? Okay, great metaphor. All you DLive streamers who are just putting coffees and pictures of ducks and shit, you're all on the Titanic. It's already hit the iceberg. It's already scraped along the hull. And you guys are like, party, 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 come and dance in the ballroom. You know, the ship's going down, party, 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 dancing in the ballroom. You should be getting in the life raft. Everybody get in the life raft. Party, party, party. And you're dancing in that ballroom. And the ship's just like, what? What, can't you see that? Like, the ship's hit an iceberg, you wallies. Party, party, party. Ducks, ducks, ducks. Quack, 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 quack. I know that's being silly, but crikey, it is silly. We're going down and no one cares. And I talk about it and I bring it up and I get shunned. I get shunned. That's why I can identify with Lunatic Dad right here.
I didn't get notifications. I do this. Well, fuck. I got almost 2,000, almost 3,000 followers on Twitter. You're tweeted out, everything else. People think that, oh man, I swear, fucking DLive, you guys have pissed Dad off to that point. You have pissed Dad off to that point. It's you. It's you, the damn platform. You're not getting the notifications out and everything else. Your algorithm sucks. You could never, ever be YouTube. Never be YouTube. I am so sick and tired of this damn bullshit. I play kick-ass music. Great-ass backdrops. You got the man himself that is entertaining, wants to talk to people, wants to get a conversation going. I ain't got my thumb up my ass and not doing anything. Wasting my damn time on this shit. Whew. This is embarrassing. I am literally embarrassed. I am embarrassed by what the hell is happening here right now. This is embarrassing. And this platform should be ashamed of itself. Ashamed of itself. You'll sit there and go to these freaking channels, 30, 40, 50 people in them and everything else. And what? What? They ain't doing anything different than Lunatic Dad. They play music, I play music. Same shit. There ain't no damn difference. Except Dad's a hell of a lot more fucking entertaining.
He's really upset, and understandable. Understandable. In the chit chat, I didn't read some comments here. Elfstar, how do we change the wiki description of DLive? I had another potential sponsor deny me based on the description of the platform. Oh, man. I don't know. I believe it's community. You have to have a reputation on wiki to change something. I've never tried doing that, but that's an interesting point. The reason that's an interesting point is because there was talk a long, long time ago. There was talk from DLive. Now, I know the way your comment reads is that you've approached sponsorships from someone, gaming platform or whatnot, and they've denied you based on DLive. There was talks about DLive potentially doing that sort of back-end facilitation to get streamers endorsed. I've always suggested it would be rad if DLive had contracts with streamers through other companies. Elgato would be one I would absolutely froth to be endorsed by. They make all the greatest streaming stuff. I would love a couple of key lights because I'm running with this crappy thing with literally toilet paper over it as a diffuser. Works well, looks good, but hey man, an Elgato key light would be way better. DLive did speak about that a long time ago, that they'd be reaching out and putting up their best streamers to get contracted. Nothing happened. Spoiler alert. Well, good things are coming though. Good things are coming. But it sucks to see that you've done that, or, well, it doesn't suck to see that you've done it. It's commendable that you've tried to do it, and now you've been met with backlash because of the Wikipedia. That sucks, dude. Lilies, maybe the old BTT just stopped. Right on. That's exactly what happened. And DLive said that don't worry about it. It's going to be all good. They should have prepared them. Dude, if DLive couldn't prepare themselves for the redenomination of BTT and they got Justin Sun at the helm, who else could help, right? If it wasn't coming from the top down, of all the places to have an issue with BTT, you'd think DLive would be one that wasn't going to have an issue, right? Because, you know, it's Justin Sun's baby. It's not fixed. The Order of the British Empire. Message retracted. Uh-oh. This is crazy. That is crazy. Be careful, Ben. Be very careful. Got to imagine folks are watching. I hope people are watching, right? Like I said at the beginning of this stream, the reason I'm doing this, and I believe the reason why Lunatic Dad did what he did, is to get things to be fixed. Because, look, it'd be much easier for Lunatic Dad to just go, you know what, I'm completely jack of this site, I'm done, I'm out, and walk away, right? That'd be easy. That'd be the easy option. The harder option is to come out with your heart on your sleeve, put it out there, and then cop the abuse from pineapple pizza lovers and coffee lovers when all you want to do is fix the thing. That's harder to do that. So I genuinely hope people watch this and spread this around. And then when the thing's back up and running properly, how it was, you can all thank people like Lunatic Dad. And you can still continue to kick me because I don't mind a good kicking. We're doing it to fix and to get things better. God bless Lunatic Dad for raging. Cab7, they changed the way we got paid directly into our bank accounts using a new platform called Chipotle. Very confusing and very inconvenient. I understand Chipotle is a strange thing. I think that was my experience when I looked at it. The fees were extravagant, and I was like, I'm into my crypto. I'll get paid in TRX. Much better. Def Mike is permanently X-tagged, so DLive doesn't get paid either. I mean, that's the other thing. That's a good point, Sergeant Bob. This X-tagging, like I said before, the whales earn off the back of streamers. When streamers get donated, the whales get paid. Only if you're getting donated. So if you're X-tagged and if you're, earning hundreds of thousands of dollars through Streamlabs or through PayPal donations direct, you're bypassing the system. So when DLive brought in this X-tag, streamers can still stream and have a chat, but they can't use the in-app donations. Essentially what they were saying was, we're not booting you off, but we're going to make it so lame here that you won't want to stream here. So we're going to make it extremely... It's going to be so unlikely that you'll only ever restream here at that point because there's just extra eyes on. But your platform choice will be a platform that will enable you to be donated to through the platform, unless all you want to do is Streamlabs and PayPal and maybe a few other ones, Venmo and whatnot. So they basically said to the X-taggers, good luck, you can keep streaming here, but it's going to suck for you. And that's why, yeah, a lot of those big X-tag streamers are just restreaming here. You cannot remove facts from Wikipedia because you don't like it. X-tag means no pay. Elsa, the only way is for DLive to create new facts for the wiki is with positive directions for the platform. Counteract the negative ones. Right on, Elsa. That won't change the criticism part. That's for eternity. Charles Brown, hello Charles. What's up, Gives and Givers? Does this guy always broadcast from a side view and not look into the camera? No, we talked about that, dude. This what I believe is happening here, and it would be nice to hear this direct from Lunatic Dad, but I believe he's streaming. So what we're seeing is someone filming him, possibly his wife or his partner or whatnot. They're filming him, maybe unaware. I don't know, like, because he's obviously broadcasting here. He's obviously streaming from his laptop. So the clear message is that this has already been broadcast. Like, I'm not showing a video that has not been approved by him, is what I'm getting at. This is on his channel, right? It's on his YouTube channel. But it's a strange side angle for sure. It's a strange, yeah. You can hear his wife in the background. You can hear someone in the background, yeah. So what I'm getting at is we're not broadcasting something that he doesn't want broadcasted. And he is broadcasting it, albeit not from this angle. It'll always be there as its history. Time to make a new future. It's never too late with a smart business strategy, but having streamers lose confidence in the platform is not how you do it. Bingo, bango, Elfsar. Confidence in the platform is at an all-time low. He's aware for sure. I've never seen a lunatic do a side view. This is the first for me. Yeah, it's a strange thing, but I'm glad that it's here. I'm glad that it's here. Otherwise, you got to sift through a live stream, find the exact moments and whatnot.
I feel like I'm on a damn highway to damn hell. Why do I put myself through this shit? Why? Why? Stupid. It's so damn stupid. I'm so sick and tired of this bullshit. I'm so sick and tired of this shit. I'm sorry. I know how to fucking hate Stacy. What's going on? I'm sorry. I for fucking almost 45 minutes to an hour. I ain't blaming you, kid. Trust me, I'm not. Trust me, it's been a long time. Nice to see you. But I'm telling you, Dad knows. I know how to entertain. I know how to creep a conversation. I know how to go in and put some good shit in the background. I know how to put the fucking music and everything else. But this damn platform, I am ghosted every fucking time. Every fucking time Dad goes live, 2 people, 3 people of 1,700 followers. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? No, this is, dude. Why do you think my dog Bowser said he's the fuck up out of here? And Maria, Ravenous Drifter, some really good fucking streamers and everything else. Why do you think all them people left and they went over to Odyssey and everything else and go back to YouTube and everything else? YouTube's got its issues. Don't get me fucking wrong. YouTube's got its issues. But at least I'd rather have issues of 40, 50, 60 people in the chat or whatever the case may be. Let's get entertaining. Let's have some real fucking content. Like my dog, Ranchang. That man's a fucking, nobody knows about him up on DLive, but the man's talented. But I think he would waste his fucking talents on this platform. He would waste his fucking talents on this platform. Like I said, I'm at the damn point now. I'm at the point now where I'm ready to take my toys and go to fuck home. I'm sorry. And it's going to be DLive's fault. Not that they give a shit about Lunatic Dad. This platform don't give a shit about the people. They don't give a shit about any of us. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? They don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck about none of that.
See how angry he is? See how angry he is there? And this anger comes from the perception that DLive doesn't care about him. Where does that emanate from? They don't care. As soon as you start a conversation in that Discord, you get shut down. Submit a ticket. You ask a very valid question, no one answers you. Radio silence. Someone puts up a GIF of a dog barking, and then you get 12 comments about dogs barking. If you actually put up a genuine question, you get shut down. And the only response is submit a ticket. And then the tickets go unanswered. So you got this vortex of like, well, I really need a resolution on situation A, B, and C. And I've come in here because this situation affects all the streamers, and yet I'm not allowed to ask it. I'm not allowed to talk about it because that's going to be a question that needs an answer. And instead we want to just parade around with good morning coffee cups. Like it's so limited to how you can't express yourself. It's really sad. And it never used to be that way. It used to be, fair point. We had other outlets. We had our a weekly partner call. Imagine that. Imagine a weekly partner call. Used to get up early on a Saturday morning. Early on a Friday morning? It was Thursday. I used to get up early one morning in bed with my Discord headphones in my Discord in this chat call. All the partners just chatting freely and talking about things. Far out, man. And then there was the community streams that used to be weekly as well. The community tidy stream used to be weekly. Then it went to bi-weekly. Then it just went, nah. Remember there used to be streams with Tidy and Charles Wayne coming out talking about the new things coming? Good things are coming, by the way. Kabski, only 1,200 and 212 people in the whole chatting section during prime time on DLive currently. Back in the day, prime time there'd be thousands. Yeah, the numbers are so down. It's like a ghost town. Hope he had M-Tag on, he probably did. Pretty soon I'll be talking to myself. At least I get intelligent answers, Sergeant Bob. Right on. Laugh out loud, Bob. Been gaming instead of chatting because there just isn't a lot of people who chat. Lily's, yeah, I got to confess to that. I've been, not that I've been doing gameplay, but I've been on my streams, I've been coming out, starting my stream, and just looking at the numbers and thinking, well, dude, there's nobody here. This reminds me of my first sets of streams back in 2019 when I didn't have an audience. I'd be like, hello, gives a minute. Boy, this water is delicious. And then nothing, like looking for a response. No one there. Just dead silence. Pertsky, I'd love to know what DLive operating costs are per month. Are they running a profit anymore? Good question. Kabsky, I ended my stream early because it was so dead. At one time during my stream, I only had 2 viewers. Right? And that's like from such a huge amount down to nothing. So sad, dude. Sergeant Bob, why get rid of the Guardians if staff wasn't there to do all they did from the unpaid positions? I thought maybe they added staff. Do you know what, dude? That's a very good question. The Guardian position... I'm just going to put this out there, right? I'm being very careful how I put this out there. Guardians were paid. Done. The Guardian position was a paid position. How do I know that? I'm not telling you. Metaluna, hello Metaluna, how you doing? Hey Gibbs, how you doing Metaluna? Let's continue with Lunatic Dad.
Bullshit and bullshit is. I'm sorry. I am sorry. I'm sorry you had to run into that. I'm sorry you had to run into that, Stacy. But you know what? I am a man that, you know, I'm sorry, you may say, people may think, well, who the hell are you to say about respect and everything else? Damn it, I've been on social media a long fucking time. And I've been out there for so many damn different people. I'm not one of these people that go ahead and shit talk and say things and everything else and don't back up my own damn shit. All this kumbaya bullshit and everything else. No, there ain't no damn kumbaya with Lunatic Dad. No more. And I'm already, like I said, you got the music, DLive, and everything else. But what else do you offer your people? Growth? No, you can't grow on this damn platform because you can't get nobody in there. This bullshit. Straight up bullshit. And I'm sick and tired of it. I'm sick and tired of it.
It's fuming.
It's unfucking believable. Unbelievable. And then they're going to sit there and say, oh, DLive. DLive ain't shit no more. It's dead. DLive is dead. I'm so sick and tired of bullshit. You either have fucking, I try to have a show, try to do things and everything else, and this is the shit that Dad gets? 2, 3, 4 fucking people and everything else? No, that's the platform. It's the platform.
How sad is that, folks, that this is, like I said earlier, the problem here is not coming from trolling or from some abusive chat or some person, whatever. This is coming from this is DLive causing this streamer to get this angry. I think that's disgusting. Like that should never, you should never feel that amount of anger towards the platform that you call your home. And the fact that DLive have allowed this to happen, to get to this point, that needs addressing so urgently. Like that should be priority number 3. Number 1 should be the staking. That should be priority number 1. Priority number 2 should be making sure streamers don't leave. And number 3 should be addressing the streamers that are so angry, how come they're angry? Answering their reason, or at least asking the question, why are you getting this angry? What can we do to fix it? Elfsar, imagine being in the staff's position. It has to feel horrible. Feels like all their hands are tied. Nobody can do anything, so it's the silent treatment. That's what it feels like from above, right? So they're getting it from above. Yeah. I don't think they got paid. Weren't Guardians paid only in lemons? I saw an ex-Guardian talking about this. I saw a previous Guardian admit there were some perks, but still not staff. So all I'll say, because I'm not gonna put this out in terms of the person's name, but what I will say is the person that I spoke to inadvertently said that inadvertently, or no, not inadvertently, accidentally, maybe, perhaps accidentally, told me that Guardians are paid. Now, how you read that is up to you. It might not have been all Guardians, but the definite answer I got was paid position. And to the point that once the Guardianship program was axed, Guardians were paid and terminated. You'd read that however you want, but that's what I was told. Not inadvertently, because it was written, accidentally, or I don't even know how you phrase that, because it wasn't an accident, because it was written, but either way, the information was relayed. And that's interesting because I know for almost 99% factual that there was one particular Guardian that had it out for me. Hands down, right? Hands down, they were out to get me. They haven't been as active, let's just say. And someone alerted it to me previously, or about a week ago. They said, have you noticed that someone hasn't been active at all in the Discord? And then we went searched and couldn't find them. So I'm in the clear is what I'm saying. I think that the person who was out to get me got fired. Because they're not there anymore. And we looked and we were like, wow. I was like, what? That could... I mean, I didn't think that was a thing, but it looks like it's a thing. And we know that there's always been a shuffling and a reallocation of staff and whatnot. I mean, it might be beneficial for DLive to let the streamers know about that. Like imagine working for someone and not knowing who your boss was. Imagine turning up to the office and being like, who are these people? I don't know. One of them's my boss. Better just be good to all of them, eh? Hey, good morning, good morning. That's why everybody's like, good morning, coffee, good morning, coffee, good morning, coffee. They're all being friendly to everybody because they don't know who they're talking to. Oh, this thing writes itself. I never thought of that before, but that's why everybody's so fake in the Discord, because they're all afraid of who they're talking to. Oh, that's too funny. That's funny, but it's probably true too. Sergeant Bob Gibbs, about 3 weeks back, you were this pissed. This is what I said, man. I said I'm as... See, I'm going to use the word guilty here, but I'm not using guilty as a bad thing. I'm as guilty as Lunatic Dad at this point, hands down. And the problem with that, like I said, and I'll say it again, it's not trolls and it's not dickheads. It's not randoms trying to bring my stream down. It's the platform doing it. And that's where it's really, really, really sad. Because I can take old mate coming up, trespassing on my property and calling me a racist and calling me the N-word and telling me I'm a pedophile and making videos about me, accusing me of pedophilia with my niece. I can take all that shit from random dickheads on the internet because they're just random dickheads on the internet. But this shit is coming from the platform. That's different, right? That's totally different. That's the place where me, VP, verified partner, representing the platform, and they got me to the anger that they did. That is inexcusable. That's disgusting. That needs to be addressed, and there needs to be an apology issued. I'm calling it for me. There needs to be an apology directed at me, and potentially at Lunatic Dad too. I'm not too sure what else goes on with him, but yeah. Is there any trolling, or even have they left? I mean, I still get it a little bit. I still get it. I've kept the... Dude, one day I'll release it. Excuse me. I've got a trolling diary that the police have asked me to keep adding to and keeping the records and whatnot. I've got a diary of all the issues and all the incidents that have happened. And yeah, I feel like this is just part of streaming, right? You adapt and you accept that there will be trolls. You never expect it to come from the platform, though. No way. You would expect the opposite, where the platform would be out for your best interests because they want you to be comfortable. They want you to feel confident in your abilities to stream. They want you to feel secure and safe on their platform. But it's the opposite. The opposite has happened, where DLive, the platform, has generated an environment that includes extreme amounts of frustration, anger, concern, and never a resolution. That's probably the key thing here. There's never a resolution. You can submit as many tickets as you want. Nothing ever gets resolved. A lot of the tickets never get answered. That's a big concern. So you've got this platform that's essentially harboring this confused state to the streamers. And when you go to discuss it and go to ask the questions, you just get met with inane, innocuous gifs of fucking ducks and shit. And when you want to be better and you want to do better, you can't, because there's no one there to help you. Is there any good news on the horizon for DLive? No, not that I can see. I don't see anything positive about this site. It to me, the most recent thing, the BTT staking, that spells the end for me. Like, I'm personally probably going to, once they open that up again and say, okay, now you have BTT, I'm assuming there'll be an exchange on the site. There'll be like a little DEX in sight. You'll be able to change your BTT. It'll be BTT old, change it to BTT. I'm probably going to withdraw it all and be done with the BTT staking. I don't have any faith in Justin Sun. I don't have any faith in DLive as the .tv. Justin Sun's obviously pushing everything towards the protocol. So if you've got nothing, right? If you've got nothing, which we clearly have, there's nothing here. There's no funding. There's no support. There's no marketing budget. There's no dev team. They're all and you can say, oh, but they're working on it. They're not working on anything, dude. That's a big cover up, right? There's nothing being done. I mean, if there were things being done, payments would have been sorted a long time ago. The most fundamental thing for a platform, payments, would have been sorted ages ago. There's no one working on that. There's no dev team. There's all false hope from the staff down saying good things are coming, good things are coming, good things are coming. They're not coming. All the resources have been pushed towards the protocol. What happens then when you got nothing? You get even less of nothing. What's even less of nothing? Horrifying. So I think that the .tv is getting so squashed down into complete nothing, and you're going to have to go over to the protocol if you want to continue decentralized blockchain live streaming, which is a stretch of a terminology. Tell me where decentralized comes from. Tell me where the blockchain comes into DLive. You'd say, well, BTT, like I said, not for the last month, frozen 5 weeks. Elsa, ever read The Art of the Deal? An apology will probably never happen. Is that a book? The Art of the Deal? I don't know that. I noticed your change in the last couple of weeks. Tidy must have personally had conversation with you. I'm glad I'm not in the Discord. Didn't even see all the public comments and hate towards you. So I was in discussion with Tidy, and this is public because he came into my stream and announced it. He did DM me. You all know that. He came in and DM'd me, and as a matter of urgency, the issue was being looked into with Red Jeppy. They were the exact words. Now, that matter of urgency is now entering, well, the end of the second week, and there hasn't been any resolution. So I don't know how urgent that matter has been looked into, but they were the words. As a matter of urgency, we're looking into this with Red Jeppy, and nothing. So I hated that night when 2 GPs. Oh, that was terrible, dude. That's a very clear example of this comes from the top down, right? If this shit goes on DLive, and I can't speak up for it and defend it, instead of getting help and support from my fellow streamers above me, GPs, instead I get made to be the bad guy. That was deplorable. That was really sad, and I lost some friends at that point. And I know where I stand with those people now. Done, right? Done. Just ridiculous. Definitely cash out. I've been pushing you in the direction since the Capital drama. Yeah, well, at this stage, it's as soon as it happens, I'm probably. I mean, I've only got a mil BTT on there anyway, or 1.2 mil. So the idea was that there's an incentive to keep some because I am a VP. Maybe I'll leave 1,000 on there or something, right? I am a VP, so therefore there is a bonus. VPs get a little more of a staking reward, a slightly higher APY. Not great, but slightly higher. And the way I looked at it was that it might be okay because if DLive does recover, then I'll be in there at the grassroots with a little bonus APY. That was the way I looked at it. But from then on, it's just like I said, I get about $1 a day. Now, to be frank, and to counteract that, when it was Baked Alaska days, when it was Lolly Socks days, when it was Fuentes days, that $1 I earn a day was probably more like between 50 to 60 a day. So just think about that. Between the days when the political streamers were allowed to stream and earn, I was earning around about 50, 60 bucks a day. Not in lemons, in BTT stake rewards. About 50 to 60. Like I said, dudes, and I none of this is hidden, right? I made this extremely clear. There was a time that I watched Nick Fuentes before he even began his stream. So just in the countdown, he used to have not even like an animated GIF. It was just a JPEG of his America First flag with the graphic and whatnot. Stream starting soon. That ran for about, I think it was about 7 minutes. In that 7 minutes, in the first 2 minutes of that happening, he earned more lemons than I earned in my entire DLive career. And that's before he'd even done anything. Like, he hadn't even come on camera yet. And his lemon earning was more than I've earned in my whole DLive career. And as a BTT staker, I was earning off the back of that. I'm like, dude, bring on these political guys, man. Bring them all in. Like, holy shit. And then I started watching Baked Alaska. I don't agree with the politics, but man, I loved his IRL stuff. Great content. He used to do 24-hour IRL streams, sleeping in his venues and houses and stuff. Cool. One of them I had high respect for. Me too. Who were the two GPs? I'm not going to name names here. It's all public in the Discord, though. If you want to go and read it in the general Discord, it's still there. Yeah. So that was the thing, right? There was a time, golden era of DLive. This is not, dude. This was rad, right? Really, really rad. And that's all changed dramatically. My internet went down. No worries. Well, I guess, sorry, I don't know if Cab's still here, Cab7Ben. If you're still here, I guess Lunatic Dad didn't want to come on, or he didn't get the. It could be nighttime where he is. That's fair enough. I guess we'll wrap this up here. The thing I want to take away from this, or the main message, I guess, if you like, from this stream is that it saddens me, and it should sadden everybody else, that this amount of frustration and this amount of anger is coming from DLive. That's the point of this, right? The overall point is to fix it. But as it stands right now, we need to identify what it is. And it did give me, like I said, I don't really know Lunatic Dad, but it did give me a fair amount of, like, a bit of peace that there's someone else, oddly enough, there's someone else that's as fucking angry about this as I am, and it's coming from DLive. So when I got, and it was referenced earlier about the hate in the Discord, and it came from two GPs, when I got that amount of shit from GPs, this is the other side of that, where now I'm seeing another streamer that's like, this isn't right, and it's DLive's fault. So what I'm doing is, and what I'm hoping to do is to identify and attach and build on that, so that the two of us and others can make enough noise that this thing gets fixed, that the resolution helps everybody. That's always been the point. It's not about signaling out a streamer, and this is why it sucks. I got told this many times. You're attacking other streamers. I'm not attacking anybody. Well, aside from the platform, I'm not attacking any streamers. My points were, this affects everybody that streams on DLive. All the gamers, all the ticker streams, all the crypto tickers, the charts, all the music channels, all the YouTube review channels, like the React channels, everybody. And that came back to me as we've received multiple reports of you attacking channels. I'm just saying, if I get attacked for copyright breaches, everybody should. It's affecting everybody. Well, it was. Now it looks like that staff member's been axed. So I'm clear. Pineapple on pizza. Quack, quack, quack. Top duck. And coffee. These are all the things that, and you might say you can't pinpoint a channel. These are all the things in the Discord, folks. This is public Discord. If you don't like what I'm saying, don't read the Discord. Don't post in the Discord. It's public. Elf, yes, it is Gibbs. Thanks, Giggles. Elsa, we as streamers need to take an active role to bring new viewers to the platform. With new viewers, it can reinvigorate the platform. What do you tell them, though? What do you tell potential new viewers? Cabs, I'm sure he'd love the opportunity to come up on your panel on a weekend when he has more available time. He's busy during the week. Yeah, cool. Understand. I understand totally. DLive will never change how it is run. Well, it has. It's changed to the worse. So it used to be good, and it's now changed to the worse. Can it change back? Is it only a one-way change? Can't we change back? Why can't we go back? I want to get in that time machine. When this stream hits 88 miles an hour, you're going to see some serious DLive. Sergeant Bob, I feel the verbiage you used have been using have helped other streamers. Some took it all the wrong way. You went DLive platform to thrive. We all do. Well, yeah, that's been my mission the whole time. But it seems like people took it, like I literally got told, stop attacking streamers. And like, well, I'm not attacking anybody. This is that response from DLive, that ticket response is extremely worrying. Like that should be, and they removed it from the Discord. They removed that from the public Discord. That is a response from DLive at my channel talking about copyrighted material and having to achieve permission and blah, blah. You know, I've read it out many times. They wouldn't let me post that. That should be an extreme warning sign that they would not let me post the response. The response was in response to me asking why my channel was banned for doing literally what everybody else does. And they wouldn't let me post the response. I think that should spell warning signs up the wazoo for you. I'm a streamer. My content hasn't changed arguably in delivery since April 2019. Maybe August. After I worked out what I'm going to do, I set it in stone. Cap games, reactions, commentary, criticisms, and chats. Hasn't changed. Arguably, it's gotten better. We've got better equipment, blah, blah, blah. Hasn't changed since 2019. All of a sudden, I start getting issued copyright dings, a 24-hour ban, chat bans, can't play this, can't play that. I'm like, hold on a second. What's going on here? Can someone, and then they're targeting me, individually targeting my channel, specifically my channel. We looked at other channels literally on stream right there doing the same thing. They didn't get banned. I asked the questions why, and I get slammed as, gives a minute, you're in the wrong. If you don't like it, leave. I'm like, hang on a second. If I don't like it, I should leave, but you're all doing the same thing. So I'm the only one that's affected here, but yet you're all doing it? That doesn't make any sense. And I get told, submit a ticket. So I do. 100 years later, a response comes through. I post the response. The response literally says no one can stream anything on DLive. I put that in DLive, in the Discord, and they remove it. Issued me a warning, don't put this back up here. Dude, that is literally from DLive. You should be very concerned that they did not allow that. And that's what I'm saying. Targeted towards me. Totally towards me. When it comes, they're like, well, don't discuss individual matters here. When the reply said what it did, that's not individual. That's everybody. That should be extremely worrying for everybody. And yet I'm the bad guy. That's disgusting. Giggle Pickles, I was suspended because I reacted back to a streamer who did a stream about me first, and DLive never shut them down. Charles, comparing other streamers that were doing the same thing that you is not attacking. Comparing other streamers that were doing the same thing as you is not attacking. That's right. It's not attacking. It's pointing it out. It's literally saying, okay, you banned me. What about that guy? What about this guy? What about that guy? What about that girl? What about this guy? What about that kid? What about this person? What about that? They're all doing it. Like, why am I the only one that's getting banned? I'm glad my phone won't let me in the Discord. I would have came unglued that night in the Discord, right? I mean, in many senses, it's kind of lucky, or it's not lucky, but it's like I got so angry. Like you've no idea the level of anger that I experienced that day, and it was the only, I guess, the saving grace. Two things, I guess. The main thing is that I went to bed. Well, I tried to. I couldn't sleep, but I did lay horizontal for a while. And the fact that not long after the Discord messages in public, it went back to fucking quack and coffees and pineapple pizza shit. And that's when I was like, all right. So we were just having a conversation. We just got started in a conversation here, a conversation that's going to help everybody, and we get shut down. And I was like, that's it, I'm done. And then the real sad thing is when I woke up from approximately 6 hours of, dude, that is so dusty, 6 hours of laying horizontal for a while. I had received DMs from people. Now, I am not naming anybody, but those people that DM'd me, and if they're watching this or the replay, fuck, you should be ashamed of yourselves. The DMs I got, and from the people that I got them, you should be ashamed. I know where I stand now. I know who you are, obviously, because you didn't hide it. The fact that you did that is very concerning and a real shame. DLive is DLove, though. I mean, crikey. I'm just a content consumer that's running out of content to consume because all my go-to channels have left the platform. That's sad, dude. That's sad. Well, look, I don't want to leave you in the lurch here, but there are no resolutions at this particular point. The idea of this stream was just to sort of, I guess it was to validate me. Made it. Watching Lunatic Dad did make me feel better. Made me feel better. In some way, maybe we need to unite. We need to unite the anger. The anger needs to be united. Forget the duck channel. Let's make an anger channel where we all unite for the greater good. That's never going to happen. But let's get out of here now, folks. I want to thank you all. Hey, crikey, I see 14 watching and 13 up likes. If you can twinkle on the tap on the like a Rooney button, that'd be handy on the way out, skis. It'd be very handy, actually. Prove you're not alone. Yeah, exactly. That's what I've got from this. It's given me a little bit of solitude. Or a little bit of, what's the word? Platitude? No. It's made me feel funnily enough, like I'm part of the team again, not just an outcast. Red Ox Bear says swag? Swag? I'm not sure what swag means. I see 14 likes now and 14 watching. That's a great number. That's a 100% ratio. On that note, folks, see you all later on DLive. I'm going to stream on DLive later. See you all then, folks. You lovely specimens. Cheers. Get him out of here. Get out of here.